Hey everyone, it's me Charmlane, and today I'd like to share with you all a battle that I had recently on Pokémon Showdown. This battle was really fun versus my opponent Contest, so I hope you all enjoy. By the way, before we begin, I want to let you all know that the music in this video was created by GlitchX City. Information regarding the music used here and her channel will be given in the description below, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. And without any ado, let us begin. So, first off, just looking at teams, my team I'm using is a form of my Marvelous Mizu teams, which are essentially hazard stacking teams that I like to use. And they feature Milotic as the main Pokemon because, if you don't already know, Milotic is my favorite Pokemon. It's so beautiful. And also, it uses competitive as its ability, so I can punish defoggers that try to defog my hazards away, such as Corviknight and whatnot. My opponent seems to be using a form of hyper offense, using Alolan Ninetales to set up Aurora Veils. And let's go ahead and start the battle. So, my opponent leads Urshifu, and I lead Kalidamos, my Ferrothorn. I was trying to catch the Alolan Ninetales, but that did not work out since my opponent predicted accordingly with their lead of choice being Urshifu. Nice lead. And obviously I have to switch out. I go into my defensive Dragonite named Jade, and it eats that close combat up for dinner. And then I switch out back to Kalidamos trying to predict the Ninetales, but that did not work out. A little bit of a risky play on my part, but oh well, we can make do. So I switch in Kage, my Gengar, after my Ferrothorn goes out, and I go for a Shadow Ball. I was hoping to hit the Urshifu or whatever, but that didn't work out. It switched into a Volcarona, but that's good chip regardless. That was just a free hit. And then I switched out my Gengar back into Jade because she's used to cover Volcaronas and such. They switch into Ninetales under dual wing beat, and I miss, unfortunately. I switch out into Kage, my Gengar, to take a hit and just kind of retaliate. So I go for a nasty plot to try and set up. They switch in Volcarona, and now I get this strong Shadow Ball off, and it just destroys that monster. So there goes Volcarona. I get some health, but the hail kind of evens that out. And so I switch to Jade, my Dragonite, again on Zero Order because it's also used to counter that as well, or at least check it. They go for knockoff, knocking off my heavy duty boots. And then they switch in Ninetales. I click Roost to heal up. And now would be a time where they probably go for Aurora Veil. I switch in Gengar to try and set up and get some damage done. I set up a nasty plot, but they go into Urshifu. We both take Hail Chip. And I switch out because I don't want to take damage from the Urshifu. With my Gengar, I still need that. So I switch to Jade to take a hit. Ends up taking a Surging Strikes, eating it up. Delicious. Nutritious. Refreshing, even. And they switch to Cloyster, but I have to double out into Gengar because I am not playing games with this Cloyster. That was obvious that they would be switching that in, and I go for a Focus Blast to try and take it out, but they obviously let in Zeraora, which is good. They're preserving Cloyster. So I have to preserve Gengar here, so I'm switching out. I go into Milotic. Potentially it's just like a sack or whatever, but they go for knockoff, and then I switch out into Truffles, my Mamoswine, and on the predicted Plasma Fist, and I take that hit well. And now I get this nice strong Earthquake off that does great chip to Urshifu. I switch out to Milotic just in case to cover if they go to Cloyster or just to take a hit, and I end up taking a Whirlpool. They go for taunt as I try to recover. Nice play. They catch me, and down goes Mizu. I switch in my Gengar to punt the revenge kill to Urshifu and just do good damage to if anything else wants to switch in. My opponent gets out Zeraora, and I go to Jade, my Dragonite. Now I can't stay in here because if they get in Cloyster like right there, I'd be done for. So I switch to Kage, my Gengar, to try and force the Cloyster out. And I get a nice free Shadow Ball, and that 2-hit KOs Hawlucha. So there goes that, no longer a threat. They go to Zeraora, and I switch to my Clefable, Hikari. They're starting to set up bulk ups, which is definitely not good, and they go for Plasma Fist. That does a lot because I'm a Spadef Clefable. Well, I'm using a Spadef Clefable. I go for the Moonblast. I'm just trying to get some damage off, and they go for Knockoff, taking off my leftovers. I'm still continuing to get off damage with Moonblast, which is good, keeping that Zero Aura low so it can be revenge killed. And so they take out Hikari, but then I switch in Jade because it's a defensive Dragonite. It eats the Plasma Fist like a boss and take out the Zero Aura with Earthquake. Now they do get in Cloyster here. That was kind of unavoidable at that point, and they do set up. I go for Dual Wing Beat to get some damage, but I unfortunately miss, and Icicle Spear takes me out. It's a good thing they didn't set up another Shell Smash there, but I guess that would have been kind of risky. Now Truffles is taking Icicle Spear, and thankfully I don't get flinched, and I take out the Cloyster, which is awesome. That threat's done, and this game is almost over. I just have to take out the Ninetales, but then they put me to sleep with Hypnosis. Truffles is sleeping, but Truffles wakes up. She's a boss, and that strong Earthquake goes off, and the second one finishes the game. So there goes that battle. And yeah, as my opponent said, that was a really well played game on both parts. It was really fun, and I enjoyed it. So great going on both ends. That was fun to play against. And I definitely had to be cautious of Cloyster. That game was close, and I hope y'all enjoyed watching this. I hope it showed y'all basically being able to make plays is what I'm trying to say. Like, you should make plays when you feel it necessary. You shouldn't always try to make plays, obviously, because it can be like a coin flip sometimes, but making educated plays when you feel the need to is important, and that definitely gave me the victory this game, as I was able to play around Cloyster pretty well all the way up to the very end, and that gave me the health I needed on Pokemon like my Mamoswine to be able to potentially take it out. So there we go. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did to support my channel. I pray you all be safe, be blessed, and I'll see you all next time.